What's going on, everybody? Crease Monster here. The Xbox console has seen many iterations and generations of hardware. From the start in 2001 with the original Xbox console to today with the Xbox Series X and S, we've been through 20 years of Microsoft gaming. Each generation has had its own collection of games, each one tailored to the hardware of the years they were released. I'm going to go through the top 10 games of each console, and in this video, we're going to start right at the beginning with the original Xbox. If you haven't seen my other videos, I will have lists for the original Xbox, Xbox 360, Xbox One, and the Series X and S so far, so make sure to check those out. For this list, I'll be going through the top 10 games that were released for the original Xbox between 2001 and 2005, which is when the Xbox 360 was released. Let's get right into this list of classics. God, I'm old. Honorable mentions: Jade Empire, Project Gotham Racing, SSX 3, Fusion Frenzy, Forza Motorsport. Number 10. Grand Theft Auto Vice City. GTA Vice City was released in 2002 as the fourth installment in the series. It became the best-selling video game of 2002 and went on to win numerous awards, becoming one of the most acclaimed games of all time. Although the controls are a little clunky and awkward at times, upon release, Vice City was a massive improvement over GTA 3 in terms of gameplay and missions. Set in the 1980s in Miami, this game's incredibly colorful, tons of fun, and has one of the best soundtracks of all time. Here's hoping that rumored Vice City remaster is real.
So, if all goes well, we should, be doing very nicely for ourselves, which is,
Number 9. Psychonauts.
Raz. You're late, soldier. Now get in here and give me 20.
Released in 2005, right at the tail end of the original Xbox's life cycle, Psychonauts is a platformer directed by the legendary gaming icon Tim Schafer. Although the game did not sell very well at all, it has amassed a cult following and is widely regarded as one of the best games ever made. An incredibly unique and creative platformer, Psychonauts hauled in many accolades, such as Best Original Game in 2005 according to critics, Best Screenplay, Best Writing, and Best Art Direction. Make sure to give this one a play on Xbox Game Pass, as the long-awaited Psychonauts 2 comes out on August 25th, 2021.
In other words, Psychonauts!
Number 8. Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time.
But I have seen the face of time, and I can tell you, they are wrong.
The Sands of Time is an action-adventure game made by Ubisoft and released in 2003. It had the unique feature of pausing, slowing, and rewinding time while platforming and fighting enemies along the way. Along with numerous other awards, Prince of Persia won the 2003 E3 Game of the Year award and is now considered one of the all-time classics. It even inspired a film based on the game starring Jake Gyllenhaal. And although it did well on release, the movie itself is not good. But at least the game is great. Number 7. Star Wars Battlefront II.
For years, we trained to win the battle that would end.
Before Star Wars Battlefront and Star Wars Battlefront 2, there was Star Wars Battlefront and Star Wars Battlefront 2. I know. Hold on. In this 2005 release, you can play the in-depth campaign, try Galactic Conquest, which was like a game of Space Risk, or even try some multiplayer online. There was some issues such as some lag and latency, but for 16 years ago, it was actually pretty manageable. Although it didn't win many awards, it was one of the most played Xbox titles ever, and for good reason. Number 6. Halo: Combat Evolved. This game changed Xbox and FPS games as we know it. One of the most influential games of all time, Halo Combat Evolved, is widely considered as one of the most important video games to ever be released. Amassing 48 different awards, such as Best Sound, Best Soundtrack, and numerous Game of the Year awards, Halo burst onto the scene and never looked back. The series is still going strong, and the much anticipated Halo Infinite will be released by the end of 2021.
Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary.
Number 5. The Elder Scrolls III, Morrowind. Before Skyrim, and even before Oblivion, we had Morrowind. The first Elder Scrolls to match its lofty ambitions to its actual gameplay, Morrowind was a great success, both commercially and its reception, winning multiple awards for its PC and Xbox versions. It was one of the best RPGs to be released on the original Xbox. Number 4. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. The 7th installment in the Grand Theft Auto series, San Andreas was the best-selling video game in 2004 and is generally accepted as one of the best video games ever made. Selling 2 million copies in 6 days just in the United States alone, San Andreas would go on to sell over 30 million copies in its lifetime, and Guinness would claim it as the most successful PS2 game of all time. With improved gameplay, a massive map, and customization options that would set the groundwork for future GTA games, San Andreas has earned its spot on this list.
Grand Theft Auto San Andreas.
Number 3. Halo 2.
You are one of our most treasured instruments.
Halo 2 was the best-selling Xbox original game of all time, and for good reason. Its gameplay and online features such as matchmaking, lobbies, and clans would cement these aspects in almost every online multiplayer game moving forward. I spent countless nights growing up playing Halo 2 split-screen games at sleepovers, and I can honestly say it made me fall in love with the FPS genre. Halo 2 is the best shooter that was released during the original Xbox's lifespan and number 3 all-time to me. Number 2. Star Wars, Knights of the Old Republic. Knights of the Old Republic is a role-playing game that takes place around 4,000 years before the events of the Star Wars movies. You play as a Jedi attempting to stop the Sith by traveling to different planets to find the Star Map, which leads to a final battle between good and evil. Your choices in the game completely influence the outcome, as you can choose to stay on the light side of the Force or give in to the dark. This game won many Game of the Year awards, as well as being listed in many lists as one of the greatest games ever made. It also has what I believe to be the best twist in gaming history. If you haven't played this game already, make sure to give it a try, as it's on Xbox Game Pass and fully backwards compatible.
But I will break you.
Number 1. Fable, The Lost Chapters. Fable was the most fun I've ever had playing an original Xbox game, and the last chapters added more content into the game to be enjoyed. Fable is an action RPG in an ancient magical land called Albion, where you can complete quests and save the world from evil or rule it for yourself. The alignment system allows you to choose your path, evil or good, and everything in between. Doing so will change your character's appearance, the way NPCs interact with you, and the outcome of the game itself. Fable 1, 2, and 3 are all on Game Pass, and I highly recommend you try these games out, as they're absolutely incredible adventures. There are the top 10 games released for the original Xbox. This console was one of the first consoles I had, so making this list was super nostalgic and a lot of fun for me. I hope you guys enjoyed it and maybe got inspired to try out some of these games or their remasters. Make sure to subscribe if you enjoyed the video and leave a comment on what your favorite Xbox game was. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.
That's fascinating.